Are we on 120?
What's that?
Are we on page 120?
We are on page 2 or 3 in the big book. 3 and 2, actually. Yeah. In the big book. Yeah.
We are alive.
Yeah. 3 and 2. It's basically the same thing.
Huh? Yeah, we're live. We're live.
I should use that. All right, oh, we're live. Shabbat Sholom, and belated, but on time for us, happy Purim, everybody. Welcome. We're glad you're here. So, when you came in tonight, you should have gotten a song sheet. And if you didn't bring one with you, I brought a case of Groggers. Like this. So, I also brought some special things from the Temple B'rith Sholom Judaica collection that are normally locked up, and you walk past them all the time. I do too. We don't really always notice them. But one is a Megillah. There's 2 Megillot there. One really needs to be repaired, and the other is this beautiful, so beautiful, I'm afraid to use it, Grogger. It works. Can you hear that? Yeah. And this one's in good shape. The other Megillah in the Judaica case needs a little repair, but this one's in good shape. So is this one. I'll be using this one tonight. And do we have any Groggers left up there? Yeah. Rochelle, are there more in there?
There's some downstairs in the box.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's right. There are some.
In the pantry box.
Okay. If we run out, there's some downstairs. When we're done, take your Grogger and put it in our food pantry collection box. Okay? And don't do, by the way, we did this on Sunday with the kids, and one kid shook it so hard that pasta went flying everywhere. Don't do that. Okay. Song sheet. So the song at the top goes like this. La 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 Alright, so you want to use this song sheet. Chag Purim, Chag Purim, Chag Gadol V'Yehudim, Masecho, Rashanim, Smirot V'Rikudim, Adonai Sharachcha, Adonai Sharachcha, Adonai Sharachcha, Barashanim. Purim Day, laughs a joyous holiday. Wear a mask, singing songs, dancing all around. Adonai Sharachcha, Adonai Sharachcha, Adonai Sharachcha, Barashanim. Okay, the other one we'll do for a closing song. And we turn now to Shabbat, to welcome Shabbat. It's my pleasure to... What's that? Oh yes, we are using the big book, so I'm only going to call one page number. And we're really using it for one page only. So if you don't want to use it, you can use the smaller book. But if you want to see the Purim prayers, They're in the big book. Okay, so Lorraine and Eva and Betsy, if they're, yes, they're all here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Stars. Oh, I picked the wrong page. You were right.
120.
Yes. 121 and 120. Yeah.
Oh.
Your stars.
Yeah. You go. Over here. Right.
Oh, wait, first read just this one. Stop before you get there.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
All right, so now we light, and then we do the blessing. There you go. Just the top part is all you need. There you go.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. We'll read the translation.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you again, ladies. Thank you for the oneg that we will enjoy later.
Marvelous job. Fantastic.
Page 124. And if you're coming late, we're using the big book tonight. At the top of the book. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls, we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Together, now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. Amen. Head in our book to pages 138 and 139. Lecha Dodi, Likrakava, Ene, Shabbat, Nikava, Lecha Dodi, Likrakava, וזכור בדיבור אחד, השביענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ותפארת ולתהילה, לך תודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקלה, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לך תודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקלה. Verse 2, לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה, לך תודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקלה. Verse 5, התעוררי, כי באורך ומיורי, אורי, שיר דמרי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגידה, לך תודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקלה. Verse 9, בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי כלה, לך תודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקלה. Okay, it's Purim, so I have a riddle for you. What does a Purim queen make her dress out of? Polyester. I didn't say it was a good joke. All right. Good. Well, what better way than to lead us into the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma v'yvrach kirtei v'yadlich malchutei, b'chayekonu yomekom, uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael, bagala, uv'yismalan kadri, v'ibru amen. Yehesh me'rabah mevorach, ve'olam lo me'omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpahar v'yitrama Yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Nekudashah, B'richu, Le'ela min kol birchata, V'shirata, Tushbekata v'nechemata, Damiram b'yoma, V'yibru, Amen. Page 147 in the middle. Oh God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Together, oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy. Continue on the very top. Page 146, we rise for Baruch, who are called to worship. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Amivorah. Baruch Hu et Adonai Amivorah. Baruch Adonai Amivorah Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Amivorah Le'olam Vaed. Ya la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over together? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother and sister, or cross over? Page 151, at the bottom of the page. Torah is what God has revealed to us and what we discern of God. Ideas and ideals. Laws and mitzvot. Our religious heritage. It unfolds our memories of Abraham and Sarah, of Moses and Miriam and the prophets. It is legislation and explanation, allowing questions that challenge, answers that inspire. All a quest for meaning. It is our way of life, a path for our souls, and the design for a better world. In the very next page and facing 152 and 153. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Elohim Malchuto Le'olam Vaed. You may be seated. And on the very next page, 154. Elohim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta, v'shivtecha, b'veitecha, uvlechtecha b'derech, uvshoftecha, uvkumecha, ukshartam le'ot hayadecha, v'hayu letotafot beinecha, uvchavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, Liman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim li'elachem. Adonai Elohechem. Page 155. Together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words that I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. Page 157, responsibly beginning in the middle of the page. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your will.
Inspired by prophets and started by ages, time and them we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God. Keeping alive in dark ages, your vision of a world redeemed.
And all shall rejoice as the wilderness, singing on the shores of the sea.
158. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh. No ratehilo, o sehefela, no ratehilo, o sehefela. Malchutecha the bottom of page 159. Salvation is the Jews' victory over human limitations, ignorance, or insensitivity. It is the conquest of sinfulness, of the evils resident within the self, pride, selfishness, hate, lust, cynicism, the deliberate rejection of goodness and truth. Page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Page 162, in the middle. Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, 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 shahaba v'korei, oneg shahaba. Yismechu v'malachutecha, shomrei, 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 shahaba v'korei, oneg shahaba. Aha, mikadeshei, mikadeshei shevi. Kulam Yislu Bitangu Yismecha Shabbat Yismechu V'malachutecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat V'korei Oneg Shabbat Yismechu V'malachutecha Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat, v'hashvi'i, ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat, kenda yamim oto karata Shabbat, yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat, Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat, v'hashvi'i, ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat, Kenda yamim oto karata Shabbat, Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat, Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat, Chendat Yamim oto karata Shabbat, Zecher lema'aseh, lema'aseh v'reishi Shabbat, Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat, Yismechu v'malachutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat v'korei, oneg Shabbat. At the bottom of the facing page, 163, we read that more than the Jewish people has kept Shabbat, Shabbat has kept the Jewish people. With that in mind, we turn to the very next page, 164, and rise for Tefillah, which will begin on this page and continue on the next few consecutive even-numbered pages. Adonai, Sivitavita, Uvia, Kiteni, Latera. Adonai, open say avot maybe you love nehem leman shemo bi'ahava nados there Moshe
Baruch atah
Adonai Makim Avraham Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Elam Adonai V'chayei Hakol Torah Moshe Mechayei Chaim V'chesed Mechayei Hakol V'rachim So make no flame V'rofei Rolim Umatir Asurim Umekayei Emenato Rishenei Afar Mikamoka Agilurot Umidom Melach Melech Mini Umekayei Umatziat Yeshua V'ne'eman Atah Hayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei HaKol Atah Kadosh V'Shema Kadosh U'Kedoshim V'Chol Yadu Haseh Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei HaKadosh. You may be seated. In the middle, upper middle, page 173, responsibly. Disturb us, Adonai, ruffle us from our complacency, make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness, and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans.
Adonai, false Shabbat, which gives us the delusions, satisfactions in the world of war and hatred.
Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears.
Make us to know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living, and the walls of your temples are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality.
Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh Hashabbat. 175. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levadcha, v'yir'ah. Page 177. God of goodness, we give thanks together for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, and the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, atov shimcha l'cha na'el lehodot. Okay, Elena, is this where you come up and help me? Yes? Page 178. You need a book? use this. Oh, you got one. Ready? Shalom Yisrael Tasim Leolam. Shalom Yisrael Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon v'kol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon v'kol hashalom. Shalom Yisrael tasim leolam. Shalom tasim leolam. V'tokenecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. Bechol heitu b'chol Shabbat Yishlomecha. Shalom Yisrael tasim leolam. Shalom Yisrael tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Thank you. You want to take your book back?
Or give Doc his book back.
All right.
Wonderful singing.
We take a moment for our own personal silent prayer. Ose shalom nidrama, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'yalko Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yahase shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'yalko Yisrael. Yahase shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yako 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 Yisrael. Okay, we turn to Misha Berach, our prayer for healing. In the big book on page 371, in the middle of the page. For healing of the body and healing of the spirit. For us, for our loved ones, those here, those everywhere around the world, and especially these members and friends that you've asked us to include. Reese Baker, Lucy Carey, Kenny Elliott, Sam Gordon, Michelle Grant, Sarah Moscato Powell, Ellison Palm, Dave Robinson, Ron Rothschild, Ava Rothschild Young, Rabbi Andrea Sternberger, Michelle Seelbach and Gary Seelbach, Miranda Friedman, Corina Bradley, Harvey Rothschild, Whitney Suley, Nitam L. Benjamin Ben-Tamar Chana, and Richard Cooper. And any others you'd like to add?
Yes. Chuck Young,
Denise Scott.
Diana Casa,
Vicky, Di, Jeff Martin.
For all of that, we're in the middle, page 371. Mishehera Avotenu Mikor HaRachav Imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our love's blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishehera imotenu, mikor ha'bracha, lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We continue with a prayer for our country on page 376. On the bottom section of that page. Together. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen. Prayer for the state of Israel is on the facing page 377. Avinu Sheba Shamayim, O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace, and send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. Okay. So we have some prayers for Purim. Get this Megillah. Page 573. Baruch atah Adonai, Elohim melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu, al mikra Megillah. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of all, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to read the Megillah. And we add to that, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu, bayamin hahem bazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of all, who performed wondrous deeds for our ancestors in days of old at this season. And Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'achiyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu bazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of all, for giving us life, for sustaining us, and for enabling us to reach this season. Amen. Okay. Vayihi bimei Achashverosh, hu Achashverosh, HaMelech. Let's try this a different way. All right, get ready. Get in the Our story takes place in a land called Persia, which is roughly where we find Iran today. But this story happened a long time ago, when kings ruled the land and before countries we identify today on the map were even formed. Shushan was the capital of Persia, which was ruled by King Ahasuerus, a lazy king who preferred to have parties for days rather than actually think about laws and ruling his kingdom. He let others do the thinking for him. One of his chief thinkers was Haman. But more about him later. During one of his never-ending parties, the king called for his wife, Queen Vashti. He wanted her to dance and show off her beauty for all of the king's friends. But Queen Vashti refused. She felt her body was private and not for showing to strangers. Her refusal embarrassed and angered the king so much that he took her crown and threw her out of the kingdom. The king was now alone and lonely. And so he held a contest among all the young women in the kingdom to find a new wife. A beautiful Jewish woman named Esther entered the contest because her uncle Mordecai encouraged her. After all, to have a Jew in such proximity to power could only be a good thing. And when the king saw Esther, he was mesmerized by her beauty and chose her to be his queen. But he didn't know that she was Jewish. And Esther didn't tell him either, at least not yet. Once Esther moved into the palace, Mordecai liked to stand nearby, sitting outside the palace gate sometimes. One day, while sitting there, he overheard two of the palace guards plotting to kill the king. Right away, Mordecai reported the news, and the two guards were caught and punished. Mordecai was a hero. This was written down in the king's official record book. Now back to Haman. Because the king was not really interested in doing his job, he promoted Haman to do the work for him. So Haman became his most powerful advisor, more powerful than anyone else in the land. Haman was also pretty full of himself and liked to walk around the kingdom and make everyone bow down to him. Everyone did so, except for Mordecai, the Jew. I will never bow down to another human being. This incensed Haman so incensed was he that he vowed not only to destroy Mordecai, but all of the Jewish people. Haman hatched, you know who hatched the plan. There will be a great massacre, a genocide of all the Jews. But on what day would this happen? Haman then drew lots. In Hebrew, lots are called Purim. Thank you. To choose the day. And so it was decided on the 13th of the month of Adar, Haman went to the king and told him, there is an evil people in this land who will not bow to you, decreed that the Jews should be killed. And the king, who didn't like to think for himself, agreed. So when Mordecai heard the decree, he immediately called for Esther, begging her to speak to the king on behalf of her people. But Esther was afraid. I could be killed if I speak to the king without an invitation. But her uncle implored her, Esther, if you are silent and say nothing to the king, it's as if you're agreeing with his horrible decree. A person who stands silently by is responsible for the tragedy, according to Rashi. You can use your privilege and your position to save your people and yourself. Maybe this is the reason that you became queen in the first place. The king had a restless night. He couldn't sleep at all. He called his servant to read to him from the chronicles of his kingdom and heard the story of how Mordecai saved his life by reporting the plan of those guards, but saw that Mordecai had not yet been rewarded. The king summoned Haman and asked him, how is a hero in my kingdom to be rewarded? Haman, thinking of course that this hero must be himself, answered, well, your majesty, he should be paraded around the kingdom in the finest robes and on the finest horse. The king liked that advice and ordered Haman to parade Mordecai the Jew around the kingdom. Haman. In the meantime, Esther decided that the best way to tell the king that she is Jewish and that Haman was planning to kill her along with all her people was to throw a lavish party. Because everyone knew how much the king loved parties, and to invite not just the king, but also Haman. Once at the party, Esther gathered all her courage to tell the king everything. She declared, there is a person in your palace who wants to destroy me and all of my people. And the king demanded to know who would do such a thing. Him. Haman, Esther declared. The king was furious. He granted Esther's request. Instead of the Jews being killed, Haman would be hanged on the gallows that he had built for Mordecai. The Jewish people were saved. From then on, the holiday of Purim was established and is celebrated on the 14th of the month of Adar to remember when the Jews acted with courage and spoke up for justice. We celebrate by selling food and treats to our friends that we call Mishloach Manot, giving gifts to the poor called Matanot LaEvyonim. We eat 3 cornered cookies called Hamantaschen. Yum, yum, yum. Thank you, Betsy. And they look like Haman's three-pointed hat. We celebrate with costume parties and we wear masks, and because you never know where you might find the face of God hiding in plain sight. Amen. And that, my friends, is the whole We turn back to our prayer book now, to page 282 or 586 in the big book. We rise for Aleinu and the open ark. In the middle of the page. Aleinu l'shabeach l'ado l'kol, l'tekin l'aliyatzeh reshit, shelo asanu kigoyei haratzon, v'lahos hamonu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo samchelkinu kahem, v'gohor aleinu k'fol hamonam, v'ananu horim, u'mishpachatim u'modim, v'ifnei melech, malkei amlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Sir, you may be seated.
Yeah, Krieger.
Page 591. V'nehemar v'haya Adonai l'melech ha'adol ha'aretz v'yom ha'hu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo Page 597. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. As I read our congregational memorial list, I invite you, when you hear the name of a loved one, to rise in recognition of your loved one. Our list begins with those who died in the past year. Robert Lieberman, Harriet Josephson, Bradley Lund, Jim Friedman, Stuart Yaffe, John Gingold, Harry Singer, Marjorie Newber, Michael Tenenhouse, Jerry Johnson, Joseph E. Salas II, Stephen Treffman, Rabbi Andrea Weiss, Eugene Curtis, Lily Raquel Shukran, and Herbert J. Holland. We add to their names the names of those whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of whose passing, we commemorate this Shabbat. Mary Bennett, Louis Brown, Ruth Gerson, Saul Goldman, Adele Hopper, Jack Cartman, Adrian Kerner, Grace Kessler, Cynthia S. Levin, Kelly Levine, Crystal Merrill, Sarah Myers, Martin Newman, Marcel Perrienti, Pauline Redledge, Joseph Roberts, Ida Robinson, Philippine Schloss, Louis Schwartz, Florence H. Seligman, Jamie Sampson Sherman, Gladys Simmons, Edward M. Singer, Laura Small, Marilyn R. Weisbaum, Jerome Warner, Bernard Zeiger, and Ben Zimmery, along with any names of loved ones you'd like to add who died in the past year or whose yard site you're commemorating.
Well, this year I mentioned Dave Lott, Riley Griffin, and Larry Singer.
My father, Philip Parks.
We all rise together, standing shoulder to shoulder, those already standing, turning to page 598, and joining together for the mourner's touch. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'almam tivarach yiruteh v'yamulik malchuteh, v'chayechonu v'yomechonu v'chayei lechol beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'yizman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah v'barach le'elamon le'almayim, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpapar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei kudusha v'richu, le'ela minkol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nekamata, da'amirat v'yalmam v'yimru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemayim, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Say shalom v'ramah, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memory be for blessing. And together let us say, amen. You may be seated. So, here's what's coming up for us. Tomorrow at 10:30 is Torah study, our Torah study at Temple Israel after their Shabbat morning service. Join us. If you want to join us for their Shabbat morning service, they open the doors widely to welcome all of us at 9 a.m. or later if you can't get there at 9. All right. Sunday, March 8th. This is like Haman, as far as I'm concerned. Daylight savings time. Nevertheless, Sunday, March 8th, daylight savings time begins. And our next Shabbat service will be here a week from tonight at 5:30. Executive board meeting Sunday, March 15th, here at 2 p.m. Okay. Any other announcements about stuff going on in the community that we ought to know about? No? Steve, I like your costume. Are you an elf? A Christmas elf?
Yeah, I'm an asparagus.
You're an asparagus. Okay. How nutritious. Okay. Well, all right, turn back to your song sheets. And I think you know this, and if you don't, it's so simple. You'll be able to join us in the chorus and the melody. It's a wicked man. It begins on the middle of the page with a grogger on it and continues on to the next page. And then we go downstairs for Hamantash and another goodness. Oh, once there was a wicked, wicked man, and Haman was his name. He would have murdered all the Jews, though they were not to blame, sir. Oh, today we'll marry, marry me. Oh, today we'll marry, marry me. Oh, today we'll marry, marry me. And have some Hamantash. And Esther was a lovely queen of King Ahasuerus. When Haman threw to kill us all, oh my, how he did scare us. Oh, today we'll marry, marry me. Oh, today we'll marry, marry me. Oh, today we'll marry, marry me. And have some Hamantash. Next page. But Mordecai, her cousin, both said, what a dreadful chutzpah, if guns were but invented now, this Haman we shall be this clever Mr. Smarty, and high above us we shall sing a little hanging party. Oh, today we'll merry be. Oh, today we'll merry be. Oh, today we'll merry be, and notch some Roman passion of all his cruel and unkind ways. This little joke did cure him, and don't forget we owe him thanks for this jolly feast of Purim. Oh, today we'll merry be. Oh, today we'll merry be. Oh, today we'll merry be, and notch some almond passion. Amen. I'll see you downstairs for Coatsy, a Kiddush, some almond another notch. And bring your mac and cheese to put in the box.